So good evening, everyone. It is Tuesday. I'm like completely lost on which day of the week it was. We had an absolutely awesome road tour covering Edinburgh, Leeds, Birmingham, Bristol, London, across the UK. I think Arno and I did about 1,400 miles in total. I got to know each other really well, and it was so great to meet so many of you. So if you turned up to the events, massive high five from me. That's where it's all kind of the basis of this business is all about, turning up to meetings, getting the trainings, getting to really connect with other people. And I know from speaking to people at the event, they found it really powerful. And pretty much every meeting that we went to, when we said, you know, do you wish you'd brought someone else with you? Everyone put their hand up. So meetings are really powerful. Make sure that you get to the next ones. We're going to talk about that one very soon, actually at the end of this call. So big welcome. So today's focus is all about the 80-day obsession. So it's coming, Autumn Calabrese. We've heard everyone talking about it for quite a while. We had a little obsess come through as a little test. But we've been waiting to get the packs released to the UK and have all of the UK literature as well, so you know exactly what to do with it. Now, this one's going to be launched slightly different than all the others that have been launched, but for us, this is all, you know, this is new really, and this is how we kind of expect it to be, I guess, because this is the first major launch of a programme since the UK did arrive in the UK, Team Beachbody arriving here. So this is fantastic that we get to experience it firsthand. So what we're looking to do is really educate you in the program before the program starts. Now, I'm confident, and you can kind of put in the Zoom chat there, if you've already gone and done some research on this, just type yes, because I'm fairly confident that a lot of you already have. If you haven't already seen videos popping up everywhere or seen before and after photos and gone and done some research, I know that I knew that there was going to be a lot of people who've already gone and done some digging. But we have got some great things coming up for you to really help support you. And with the time of year that it's happening too, we all know that a lot of people will wait till January to get started. And actually some people might wait till February because that's when payday is. However, we've got a really great offering for you to kind of get it into the houses and into people's homes before we get to January, which is exciting. So for those of you that haven't seen, I've posted a file into the UK Coaches page, and on there it's breaking down the packs. I was hoping to just share screen, so I'm just going to flip over to a different screen so that you can see it and really understand which packs we've got available so that you can kind of start talking about it. Now, in the chat group there as well, just post if you did a little obsessed last month, if you actually took part in that and gave it a little go and did your best with your socks on if you didn't have your sliders, and finding some bands if you didn't have any bands in your house, because I know I didn't. I was kind of like improvising with some stretchy things, and we had very fluffy socks on our laminate floor to make it work properly. But let me go into screen sharing. Yes, I want to share a screen, that one. Okay, now you're going to see yourself for a moment until I flip to this one. So these are the packs that we have available. And so there's challenge packs, completion packs, and there's also equipment packs. Now this here PowerPoint will be available in the Coach UK office so that you can kind of go through it and really digest it yourself. But we've got different packs for different customers, obviously. So for anyone that's not on BOD, there's in the first column there all of the packs that they can get. So there's a Shakeology challenge pack, there's a performance challenge pack, there is a Shakeology and performance combo pack that you can see there. And that's containing the chocolate performance. Don't get too excited. We haven't got the orange for anyone that's seen the previous document that was in there. We have just got the orange pack. And then you've got the 80-day obsession combo mega pack, which is chocolate. So that's like literally everything that you would need for the entire 80 days. So these are the different ones. This is specifically for people that are not already on BOD. Then we've got completion packs for BOD customers. If you've got customers that have already been getting Beachbody on Demand, they're now wanting to, let me just get rid of that. They're now wanting to upgrade and go on to the 80-day obsession. So they obviously have the completion pack. And again, it's broken down into a Shakeology completion pack, a performance completion pack, a combo completion pack with Shakeology and performance. And then you've got your mega one, which will be for the complete duration of the 80-day obsession 80 days. So, and it is 80 days. So for those that are just the coaches, they've got the BOD, you've already got access, you've got Shakeology on HD, you're maybe going to get performance as well as you go through the months to just make sure you've got all the nutrition that you want. We've also got equipment packs there for you. So specifically in there will just be your portion control containers, your intro guide and calendar, your resistant loops and your strength sliders. So hopefully you saw all of that. I'm just going to go and check in the chat to make sure you are seeing these. You can see that, right? Somebody nod for me if you could see that. Yeah, that's perfect. Great. So these are the things that each pack will contain. So obviously you need the intro guide in the calendar to be able to check it off. For those that get in the completion pack and the full pack, you'll have your shaker cups, your Beachbody on demand, and then your guides there for you as well, just to make sure you're following it all. And then you've got the prices. So I will make sure that this gets added to our UK coaches page so you can see it broken down really well for you. But something I want you to kind of look at here, obviously you've got all of the challenge packs there, the completion packs and the equipment only, and we've got all the prices there for you. The shipping and handling fees are there, but look at that column, that third column in, the savings if you buy this as part of a pack. So that is massive, specifically for those that are getting the Performance and Shakeology Mega Pack. And we'll go into, when I go into asking maybe some of the people that have been on the 80-day obsession test group as to how important that is to have that. But look, you're saving almost £285 on the promo and £275 on the regular price. So if you're wondering what promo and regular means, throughout December 14th right through to January 14th, there's £10 off every pack that they purchase. So that's something for you to obviously utilize right now. So there's a promo running from the 14th of December through to the 14th of January. But look at those savings, £285 saving on that mega challenge pack, which is an absolute bargain, and you've got everything you need then for those 3 days. Now the 80 days, where did I get 3 days from? 80 days. And so what else you can see there is on the bonus point side of it. For those of you that have figured out how to work out your commissions, I applaud you, because it's not the most simple thing that we have in our system. However, you get bonus points for every pack that you sell, and in that column there it's got bonus points. I've put a little star next to this just to really help you figure out the commissions. So current peg rate for our bonus points is 0.77. So you'll see an example down the bottom there that if you have 55 bonus points as a 0.77 peg rate, you're actually going to earn £42.35 on that pack. So let's look at the full mega challenge pack. I'll just work that out for you. So it's 140 times 0.7. That's nearly £108 in commission for you on each pack that you're selling at full price. What a fantastic offering that is, and great for you just before Christmas. So let me stop sharing that one just there and go back to this screen. Oh, someone say £400 one. I'll have a little look into that. Let me have a look, see. Shakeology, yes, but that's 3 months. So that's 3 months supply of Shakeology and Performance. So let's go into the bag. So now we're kind of doing it as a Christmas promo. I think it would be really great to offer this to people as an idea for Christmas presents. You know, how great would that be to be given a whole year's access to Beachbody On Demand, plus now 3 months supply. So you've got a really great way of kind of getting a customer for 3 months at least, let alone for the rest of the year. And it's a fantastic gift to be able to give to somebody. So now's a really good time for you to start planting the seeds out there on what to give for Christmas, because this is just like the gift that keeps on giving, and the knock-on effect that people will get from this is like phenomenal. You know, so many of us are going, oh well, I'm going to get fit in January, so you need to start planting the seeds, like, well, why not come and get a Christmas present? And they're definitely, wow, I don't know about shareable media about Christmas gifts. Great question, Kate. So someone's asking about shareable media. There will be social cards for you. They're getting launched on the 14th of December. We're just pushing at the moment. And Laura, for those of you that met Laura at the London event, we are looking to get some more social cards for you, and I'll see if we can get anything with regards to having like a Christmas theme to it to encourage people to buy the 80-Day Obsession Christmas pack. So I've kind of put mine in a little sack here just so I can show you what you get. So this is like a mega pack in here. And just to kind of plant the seeds, and this is what I would do, is really kind of when you're pushing this or you're promoting it within your challenge groups, it's kind of just, this is like seed planting. When you're putting in a pack like this is like a massive sack of stuff that somebody would be getting for a Christmas present. So obviously you're going to get the shaker cup. You're going to get your chosen bag of Shakeology, and if you're doing the mega pack, you'll get 2 bags of that. You're going to get sliders. They might not look like this, but for those of you that have asked the question with regards to the sliders, these are the ones for the carpet. And then you've also got ones available for laminate floors as well. So yes, they work on both laminate, wood and carpet, which is fantastic and really good to know. So you've got 2 different kinds of sliders. Then you've also got your performance range. And if you haven't yet gone and looked at the performance range, go and watch the YouTube videos. Somebody hopefully can post it if they've got one to hand. I know that Diana's got a great YouTube video about definitely about Energize, and there's a fantastic one for the performance range, talking all about the science. So I'll make sure that gets loaded into the group as well, because as you know with me, I'm big on educating yourself, so you've got loads of posture when you're talking about these products, but also to give you real confidence so you know why these like stand out above all the others and why this is such a great product for whilst you're doing the 80-Day Obsession. So then you've got your little box of buzz, as I like to call it. So Energize will be in there as well. And again, if you've bought the mega pack, you're going to get 2 of these as well. So you'll have that in your goodie bag. What else is in here? Oh yeah, you need these little things, right? The bands. And so you'll also get your bands in that pack too, along with your calendar and your planner, so everybody can just tick it off. So I think it's a really great idea for people to be sharing this as a Christmas gift. So there's like loads of things in here that they're going to get. And yeah, a fantastic gift to give for Christmas. And like we said, it just keeps on giving. So some really important dates for you is the 14th. There's a pre-launch of the 80-Day Obsession specifically for coaches. And so that's going to be on the teambeachbody.com website, and you'll get to see it before everyone else sees it. So you'll get a real intro into it. And that's where you can kind of get your head around it and really educate yourself on why people might want to do this program, because it is such a long program. And we talked about this at the event. You know, when P90X came out, I think it was only like 3 or 4% of people actually completed the whole 90 days. And that's not a lot. But you as coaches can really help people to get through from the beginning to the end. And for those that were on the test group, I know I can see Caroline on here, and there's a couple of others. I'm going to ask them like so you get to hear it from them about the blood, sweat, tears and celebrations, because when I spoke to them last week, it was like a crucial time that everybody mentioned where you're going to really need to up your game as a coach to support your customers on this and yourself too. So the 14th of December, you've got your pre-launch. On the 20th of December, A Little Obsessed launches. The packs go live also on the 14th of December, so you'll be able to purchase the packs from that date. And what I've also got for you is a pre-order form, so you can start collecting names and addresses and email addresses of people that are looking to order this on the 14th. So I'll make sure I get that added into the group for you as well tonight. As I mentioned, the 14th of December to the 14th of January, we've got £10 off of all the packs, so you've got that there. And then for those of you that have put a little date in your diary, the 14th of January, we have our Super Saturday. And we've kind of not given too much away, although I'm fairly confident the word's got out already what's happening. But we have been fortunate enough that Autumn Calabrese is actually going to come over to our Super Saturday. I can see some yays. Yeah, so she will be there. Although our Super Saturday is on a Sunday, so it is on the 14th. We still have to call it Super Saturday. It is on Sunday, the 14th of January. It's going to be in Birmingham. Tickets will go on sale on our website. We're going to have 25% discount for Virgin Trains to help you get there. There's going to be reasonable parking literally on the doorstep. The hotels around there are a lot cheaper if you want to come up the Saturday night and stay over. It's a lot more convenient for people to get to. It's an absolutely awesome venue, and the plan is that we will fill that venue with as many people as possible. There's no cap on how many will work out with us. You can all purchase a ticket to work out. It's all included. And so you'll all get the opportunity to work out together. Now, for those of you that have seen Summit, I want to kind of recreate that on a UK scale in this venue. So we're all there taking part, working out with Autumn. And Bobby is also going to be over, and he'll be doing a part on the food as well, because obviously Bobby is all about the food and the nutrition plan, and that's a big part of 80-Day Obsession. So you're going to get that as well. So I know most of you probably guessed that was what was happening, but for those of you that didn't, I think this is an absolutely amazing day. And so you're going to get to hear from Jeff. I'm going to be there, and it is literally going to be all about the vision of the 2018, us kicking off January 2018 to having an absolutely awesome year. And, you know, having 80-Day Obsession is an amazing opportunity for you to create, like, really fast track some fantastic stories and testimonials. And so having Autumn over and getting down to that day will be the best investment in your business that you will ever make to get there. So definitely get that sorted for you. And if you've got flights and things to book, go ahead and book them. I know some people are asking questions around which venue it'll be at. It'll be at the ICC in Birmingham. So it's the International Convention Centre, I think that's what it is. So it is like a big venue. We've got an amazing room. There'll be Shakeology there. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome day, and you'll get to really have a good time with Autumn as well. So has anyone got any questions in this chat here before I go over to... And I'm just looking up, Caroline, are you all right to talk? I can see you on the screen. Yes, give me the thumbs up. Right, I'm just going to unmute Caroline. So for those of you that don't know, and I kind of mentioned it at the beginning, there was a group of people that got the chance to be part of a test group for 80-Day Obsession. So they got to go through the whole thing as it was being recorded with Autumn live. And so Caroline Glenn was one of them. I know Monica's on here. If Diana's on here, she's over in Lanzarote at the moment, so she might not be here. But there was quite a few that actually managed to do it and completed it. So Caroline, I'm going to ask you a question. And we did speak the other day, but I'd love you to just kind of give your overview of it, what you loved about it, and where you found your challenge in those 80 days doing the 80-Day Obsession.
Okay, so you put me on the spot.
I know. No, it's all right.
Stuff in my face. Okay, so I loved this program. Like, I have to first say there's nothing like it. There's no workout in the whole of the Beachbody collection that is anything like this. It is so different, so special. I'd say this was my like soulmate workout, and we did it. It was live when we did it in the test group. It's not going to be live when you do it, but it's still going to be a new workout every day. So there's nothing like it. Every day for 80 days is a brand new workout, which is mind-blowing, because even though I love all the Beachbody workouts, some of them can be quite repetitive. You never have that. For a whole 80 days, every day is new. And I love the fact that it's not really, well, it is done professionally, but it's not like cut. It's so raw and it's so live, and Autumn's just talking. There's no music at all, which at first is really strange, but you get used to that really, really quickly. And it's just raw, and she has fun with the cast, and she talks to you like as if you're there. And it's just so different. And I thought as well, you get so used to 30-minute workouts, and I was like, oh, they're an hour. How am I going to fit that in every day? But it goes by so fast. And in my first month, I loved it. The first month was brilliant, and I lost weight and I lost inches, and the first month was like, oh my God, this is amazing. And I'm going to warn you, and we all said this, everybody who was in the UK test group, the second month comes and it's like, it just changed the second month, and I kind of had a dip, because you have to recalculate your calorie bracket, and I bumped up 2 brackets, which I've never done ever. I've always been at the lowest one on every program, and I bumped up. But she was like, stick with it, see how you get on. And we all said that in month 2, it's like you're kind of sitting at this, it's still like you're halfway done. The initial buzz is maybe kind of gone a little bit, even though I still loved it. And the end seems still quite far away. And in the middle, I put on weight. I went up to even higher than what I started. I put on inches, even more than what I started. But you have to stay in it. You have to trust the program and you have to stay in it. And that's what's going to happen as well with your challengers. And if they're going to put on weight in inches, they might start to panic. But, you know, you have to tell them to stick with it, keep going, trust the program. Because even though I was putting on weight in inches, I was building muscle. I have never been, I don't know if you've seen my after pictures, I've never been so toned. And then by the end of it, when you get to month 3 again, and they also have a peak week at the end. I don't know if you know that. But after like month 3, you just go like, it's like, so you kind of lose weight, and then I kind of put on a bit of weight, and then I just shrunk. Totally shrunk. And especially, I get all excited talking about it because I can't wait to do another round. But especially at the end, you do like a peak week, and your body just goes, it just like shrinks down. And it's amazing. And I don't know if you follow me or if you saw, and I know a few of us have done this on the test group, the US one as well. I actually videoed myself live after I finished my very last workout, and I burst into tears. And I have never done that. I've never felt that emotion with any program I've ever done before. And I was sad because it was such a journey, and it was just really, really emotional for me. And I felt like I had learned so much, and I had come such a long way from day 1. And even though it's 80 days, it is actually 3 months because you don't count the Sunday, you don't count the rest day. So it is longer than 80 days. It's 3 months, but I just loved it. So it was, I would say it was my soulmate. It's kind of like my soulmate program. So I just can't wait to do it all again.
Perfect.
Yeah, so yeah.
And we did literally watch you shrink, and it's so funny because I've seen so many people go through the test group and everybody got really emotional by the end. And I think we talked about this, you know, as it was all everyone coming together and knowing that you're all doing the same program at the same time. And, you know, your stories and your transformation photos are fantastic, because just when you think people can't get any fitter than they already are, it's like all of a sudden they pop and it's like, whoa, how did that happen? You're looking even more amazing than you already did. So I
know. And I've had a few people mention to me as well, because it's aimed at like a booty and an abs program. I've had people asking me, oh, well, what will happen to my arms? Or my shoulders and my arms just got really ripped and really toned, because you're holding yourself up in plank a lot, especially with the sliders. So don't worry, even though it's focused on abs and booty, it's all over. You'll change all over. Yeah. And your legs. My legs just went tiny and toned, and yeah, so it's kind of an all over program. And it was funny, I was saying to SJ, by the time I finished, I had a 4-pack. So round 2, I'm going for the 6-pack for round 2.
Amazing. Thanks, Caroline. Yeah. Thanks for sharing. And I know we're going to get some more questions, I'm sure, and we'll, you know, make sure we get a thread going so that if the guys that have done the test group can answer it, that would be absolutely fantastic. And we did talk about perhaps starting a Zoom, where we've got UK coaches Zoom that's going to be managed by myself and the rest of the people that did the test group. And literally we will go on in the morning, we'll log it on in the evening, and everyone can just do it at the same time if they want to. So that's like holding everybody accountable and really supporting each other as we do this journey together. So I'm looking forward to that, although it terrifies the life out of me. But I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an amazing transformation. Monica, I see you're up there. Now, we didn't get to chat the other day, but I'd love to get your kind of version of this as well, because I know you went through it and your transformation is amazing too. So Monica, over to you.
Hi everyone. I think, this program, I agree with Carolyn. It's really, really very different to the other programs that we have. Now, especially because, Autumn is such a great trainer. She is very technical, but she makes it so easy for anyone to actually understand the workouts. Her cues are perfect. Every time, it was so funny because every time I was actually doing the workouts. And I had a question.
Oh, she gone? Oh, she's gone. Where did she disappear to? Oh, Monica's gone. So I'm sure we'll get Monica back on in a little bit of time. Let me just have a look. I know Claire's in the group as well. So I'm just looking for you, Claire. If you're there and you can unmute you. There you go. I can see you. So Claire Greaves also did the 80-day obsession. And for somebody, I take my hat off for you because Claire's a restaurant manager and we all know kind of the hours that you would be doing as a restaurant manager, yet you still managed to put this into your diary. So Claire, over to you.
So yeah, I mean, I work like 50, 60 hours a week. My shifts change all the time. So I was never able to join the live Zoom. I was always a day behind. But it still feels like you literally are doing a live workout. It's like the same as Caroline. When I was listening to Caroline's story, it was actually making me want to cry a little bit because I feel exactly the same. It is like a soulmate program. When you've actually gone through it, the first month is amazing. Like your head is in this program, like is for me program. And then when you get to the second month, you're like, whoa. It gets to where you kind of think, oh, I just want that little bit of cheesecake, or I just want a bit of glass of wine. And then you're like, no, you're not allowed. And it's kind of that thought where you're not really supposed to have it. And that makes you want it even more. Especially when I work at a gourmet burger place and I'm taking all of this food out and I have my little blue and green pots behind the bar and I have to duck down behind the bar and just have my food like at certain times. And so you're definitely in the month 2 is a killer. But if you get through that, and then when you get to near the end of second month, you've only got a month to go. And that's when it happens.
Yeah.
I was taking pictures constantly because I was going on the scales like every couple of weeks and I was like, I'm not losing any weight at all. And Nick was like, take pictures. And at the end of the 3 months, I only lost 4 pounds, but I lost 27.5 inches overall.
So this,
and I was like, excuse me. Like,
that's amazing.
I know. And so that's the only thing I can say. It's like Caroline said, the weight goes up and down, but you need to go for the pictures. Yeah. I took pictures like every maybe 2 weeks because I wasn't convinced. And when I put them together on a line, you can literally see my body changing completely. The nutrition, the workouts are an hour. Yeah. They're hard. They do get harder, but because because they do change, you don't get bored. It's not like they're repetitive every day. You don't get bored of them. The nutrition for me, it actually made me more alive. It made me more organized. And especially with my job, sometimes I'd forget to eat maybe for like 7-8 hours. And because I knew I had to eat, I had more energy. I slept better. It made me feel like 10 years younger. It's the best thing ever. Like for real, the best thing ever. And I think like you saw me at Summit, and then when you saw me the other day, she was like, you said like you could tell the difference. Like,
oh my god, absolutely,
everything about like I feel more confident, I feel healthier. I've just like literally just started meal prepping now because I need to get back onto that nutrition schedule, because obviously like when you come off it, you're like, oh, I'll just sneak off a little bit, but I can tell that I feel worse for it. So I've got my meal plans out again, and I've started to prep for it because I know I've got 5 days straight at work now, and I'm like, I'm not losing what I've worked for. So it's like, yeah. It is called 80-day obsession for like a reason. It does get in your head, and the timings of the nutrition, it's without even setting alarms after the first month, I knew I had to eat at a certain time. It was literally like it reprograms the body clock, and it just takes over in a good way. Like it's honestly, it's just a most amazing program. And I, like Caroline, I can't wait to do it again because it works for me. So it's amazing.
And thank you so much for sharing, Claire. And it is true. I mean, Claire did go to Summit this year. This is the first time I met Claire. And the transformation's been phenomenal. And we talked about it in Bristol last night about throwing the scales out and literally getting the tape measures in, because that's where you really see the difference. And, you know, we're all conditioned to just stand on the scales, and sometimes it can be really disappointing. But with this one, you're definitely building muscle. You can see it in the next person I'm going to speak to. I didn't think she was ever going to be able to get any more muscle than she's possibly got. But Claire, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your side with it. And so I'm sure people are going to be asking you questions as well. And I know in here, people have got talking about the time to nutrition and things, and about how hard it is. And like I just heard you say there, that you used to set alarms so you could, you know, as a reminder as to when to eat. And there's a whole video I'm going to share with everybody after this call. I'll pop it into the group as well. And I'll kind of link the two together, the videos together. So you can listen to Autumn talking about it, and she'll really explain it to you in even more detail. But I think it's just really good to get it from some people that have gone through it from not Autumn's eyes, you know, as a, you know, a UK coach that's just really on, you know, starting out your journey. And I know you were, and you knew you needed to get a lot fitter than you were. And it was like this program kind of forced you into it, Claire, and you got put forward for that. And
love it.
You did an amazing job, and so well done to you. So thanks for sharing, and we'll get we'll get the pics up in the group as well. So the next person I'm going to ask is Diana. I see you're on there as well. I know you're over in Lanzarote, and I want you to kind of share your story. Now, I didn't think Diana was ever going to get any more ripped. So for those of you that don't know Diana, she's a master trainer. She wins awards every week for being the master trainer of the week, you know, along with the others. They all switch between them, and all of them just look amazing. And, you know, but I look at Diana and I think there's no way she could get any more muscle, and she absolutely did. So Diana, I just want you to kind of share your highs, lows, and your celebrations, as well as your bits that were maybe a little bit challenging.
Yeah, thanks, SJ. You set me up there now. But so like when I got the opportunity to come and do this, I sort of said yes to begin with, and like most of the things that I do, I sort of figured it out later, because I was obviously doing a lot of fitness, doing other things, doing, you know, the master trainer stuff, doing my own classes and things, and I was like, how is this going to fit in? But I said yes because I loved the idea of it. I had never really completed a Beachbody program before. I'd done 80-day obsession, so for me, coming out of the group fitness environment and actually doing something in my own home was absolutely brand new to me. The idea of following a nutrition plan out with really, apart from eating really healthy and eating when I was hungry, I had never really changed that before. So that was definitely challenging for me as well. So with those two things together, when I started the program, I think the first thing for me was to make sure that I had a position where like my alarm clocks were set, to make sure that I was going to go over the time nutrition for when we were eating, because one of the really important things was to make sure that you were eating every 2 to 3 hours to allow the glycogen levels within your muscles not to drop too much, so that you're constantly getting that feed of energy, really. Because you do work hard in each hour that you do, each workout that you do. It allows you to, you know, to your muscles to be kept fed. And when I finally got round, it was probably halfway through, maybe towards the end of the first week, that I thought, no, I'm gonna set alarms here, and every 2 to 3 hours I set out and fixed in where it was I had to eat. And I guess not even just that, but where I was going to prepare to eat. So if I was going to do the prep for the food on the Sunday, then I made sure that I had some sort of order coming in on the Wednesday if I couldn't get to the shops, to make sure that fresh food was coming in. And each and every day I had the alarm clock set, so I was setting to get up at a certain time, and there was 2 hours in between that where I would do work, and then there'd be another half an hour after that I'd be looking to prep my next meal, or if I was going to go make my Shakeology, and then after that I was going to prep for lunch, and then I was going to eat lunch. So for that, it actually allowed me to be more, I guess, more focused on my work and more focused on my business, because I knew that I was going to be doing a workout at that time. I was going to be preparing food at a certain time as well. So I had like a 2 hour slot where I had to get my work done. It wasn't just I was going to get my work done, and then I was going to fit food in between that, because that's what I'd been doing for many, many, many years actually. And when it got to a point where it was like, actually I was looking after myself first, making sure I was getting my work done, and then eating, and then that I was doing, it actually made me a lot more productive. And it was quite funny, because people would say, when we were in the bigger test group, now I know that there was the 4 of us, the 5 of us were in the UK group, but within the bigger group of the coaches within the US, I think there was about 119 of us. It was funny because we would be like, do you feel like you're sort of cleaning your house this week a bit more? And then everybody would be like, yeah, I feel like I'm sorting things out. But it just, you felt more, because you were more organised with your fitness and with your food, and with organising, making sure that was all coming, and you knew you had to get your work done within those 2-hour slots of in between eating. It actually made you more productive, without a shadow of a doubt. And people that are perhaps sort of suggesting, oh, I couldn't possibly set aside an hour, like I know some people just now are saying they can't even set aside half an hour, but if you can't set aside an hour, you actually are more productive if you know that you've only got a certain amount of time to get stuff finished. So I think for me, rather than being in a position where it was like, I've got all this weight to lose and had that to focus on, I didn't really focus on that. I just looked at the fact that I could be more productive in what it was I was doing. And in between all that as well, obviously we did our before photos, and I'd done a few America trips before then. So I had been we call it up here, on the pies a little bit. We'd been out and about and doing some eating out, and as you do, it starts to take over, and a couple of months goes by and you're having a little drink here and there. So I wasn't the fittest I'd ever been when I did my before photos, but I certainly wasn't in any position to be, I wasn't too unhappy. But the changes and the results that happened sort of each of the phases was just like the girls before me had said, was pretty incredible. We did, myself and my husband Kevin, we did Isaac measurements as well to make sure. Now, like we're both sports scientists, we wanted to make sure that if I was losing weight, it was going to be body fat, and it wasn't going to be muscle, because like Sj sort of said, I am preconditioned to have to be more on the muscular side. So I didn't want to be losing my gains, I didn't want to lose any gains. So we did the Isaac, which is basically the body fat pinching, and that was just something that we did for ourselves, and just to make sure that what I was doing was going to be fit and healthy for me, and to keep a sort of science side of it. And it was body fat. It was body fat that I lost. I lost all in 4 kilos of body fat, and it must have been intra. Where did you lose that from? But I lost it from my midsection. I lost lots of inches. We're trying to figure out exactly how many inches I lost. Kevin's got he's got the stats coming, but I actually gained inches, and the inches that I gained were from really my arms, my upper body. You show me the inches there. So 21 millimeters of fat, basically, right from all of my body. So that was from mostly the middle section, from my butt. And from my middle section. So but with that, I also had actually cross-sectional girth from my upper body become bigger, because actually my muscles were getting bigger upper body with all the press ups, all the push ups, just like Caroline said. You have to be able to hold your own body weight within these exercises, and that was tough. And I was like, again, I hadn't done a program, and I know there's a lot of guys here that have got many, many years of experience doing Beachbody on Demand, but I was more a live trainer and in a group fitness environment. I was having full-on conversations with Autumn. I was calling her for everything that everybody had ever called me in a class. I was and it was like she was there. And like I say, it was just incredible. And I know some people might be like, 80 days is an awful long time, and an hour is an awful long time. But remember, these things people have got barriers that will come in straight away, and it'll be like, these are the things I can't do. These are the things I can't do. But actually, you should be working out every day of your life. You should be moving every single day of your life. It's like, not every single day is a heavy day. Like at the beginning of each phase, you've actually got just movement with a little bit of weight, and perhaps not even the tubes and bands that you're going to use. And it builds up towards the month, and it builds up over those weeks. And when you first look at it, and you may take yourself to begin with, it'll be day one, you think, wow, you've got a long way to go. Soon you don't even look at the number. You just get up, you know you're going to do a workout, you know your day's planned ahead of you, you've got you've got a really good routine there, and the days just roll into weeks, and the weeks just roll into the next phase, and the next phase turns into a refeed day. Look forward to that on week 6, because you get quite a few yellow tubs on those days, which are really highlights of my days. So you get a few of them, and before you know it, honestly, you'll be dreading it finishing, because it goes into the 60s, the 70s, and before you know it, you're on day 80, and you're like, oh, I want to do it again, and it is really emotional, and that's all I've got.
And I think thank you. I mean, Diana, I think you've kind of you've explained it really well. And I know when I had the conversation with you, it was really important that we got your stories, all of you that have done it, and, have you there as a resource, because that was why you were in the test group, because we need to kind of, I said, I want to know the blood, sweat, tears and celebration of the whole thing, so that we really understand it when we go into this. Because when we're talking to people, you're now going to become a coaching somebody through this program, because so many people are looking to do it in January. But you're also going to be going through this journey at the same time. So it's like you need to be heads up to what to expect, and, be in the best position you can be to be able to support other people. And we all talk about, when you have to do stuff for other people, how accountable you become. And, this is kind of the program that will, really show the kind of stickability and, how we are as coaches. And, I know for me, it's that we're all doing it. Everyone in the office is going to do it. We're all doing it with you at the same time, which is why I think it's really important for us to all come together on a Zoom. So that when we are in doing the workouts and crying and struggling, it's like we're kind of there together cheering each other on. So we're going to make sure that we kind of create that energy and vibe, so that we're supporting all of the coaches, and you're all kind of supporting each other, so that you're in a really great place then to go and support your own customers. So thank you again, Diana, for sharing your story. And I'm sure you're going to get lots of questions regarding the nutrition, etc. as well. So I just want to do some clarification, because I think I said something a little bit wrong earlier with regards to 2 Shakeologies. You don't get 2 Shakeologies. I'm going to read out the mega pack to you, what you get, because I think this is the real, for anyone that's looking to do this, and maybe one of you can explain why you want all of the nutrition. Especially the Energize, for those of you that haven't tried it. All the feedback I've had is that it's the best pre-workout supplement that anyone has ever taken, from sports people all the way through to people that are just going to the gym, for a hobby. And the great news about this, if you don't know it already, is it actually the performance range for Energize and for the Recover is going to be put onto Inform Sports, which is really important, and a fantastic win for us, because a lot of professional sportsmen will go and check that, and people in the military as well will check that to see if it's okay before they can take it, because it's the kind of the drugs, making sure it's drug free for everybody. So the combo mega pack for the 80-day obsession contains annual Beachbody on demand if you're not yet a BOD customer, your Shakeology monthly HD, so that you automatically go onto your HD subscription of Shakeology. It's 2 Energize, not 2 Shakeologies, 2 Energize, 4 Recovers, a Shakeology shaker cup, your portion control containers, your intro guide and calendar, and your set of resistant loops. So you get a 9-inch, a 12-inch, and then you also get your sliders as well. So that's the full pack. So you will go onto your HD Shakeology, but you will get everything else that you need for that entire period that you will be doing your 80-day obsession. So you'll get your 4 tubs of Recover and Energize. Does anyone interested as to why you should be taking those? Their pros and cons, and I know, probably Diana and anyone there that's done this already. And just the one thing that stuck with me when I heard Anima over in Summit was that he said, if you imagine Recover like getting into an ice bath, that's how it works on your muscles, in helping your muscles to recover from doing extreme workouts. So it's the equivalent of sitting in an ice bath, because of the nutrition in there. And it's actually, the studies are done locally at Loughborough and at Exeter University. So I'll make sure that all the videos get posted there. I know Diana knows of a really great Energize one that we can post as well, just to educate you. It's all about you understanding this before you go in. So we're not all just starting it on the same day, all trying to kind of coach each other at the same time and support our customers. I want you to go into December, with pre-orders sitting there ready, with, people buying each other fit packs for Christmas, so that when we launch in January, we get 3 months of amazing stories fantastic journeys where people are completing a program like they've never completed it before and getting the most amazing before and after photos. Can you imagine how social media will just blow up when all of these people have had such a great result at the end of the 80 days? So, well, the 90 days when you get your rest days, etc. So, any other questions that we've got in there? Yeah, only one bag of Shakeology, but you go on to Shakeology HD, so you get that automatically sent through to you as a shipment. So let's have a look, see what else is in there. Any other questions that anyone wants to ask? You can either raise your hand or you can pop it into the chat group in there. Now is your time. It's a fabulous opportunity to speak to people that have even gone through it as well. But we will be posting, there's an interview that Craig's done over in Utah with Autumn. Autumn's also going to be appearing on one of our National Wake Up Calls coming up, and we're going to get her hopefully doing a live Zoom Q&A for you guys once we've got some more questions from you. So when will the nutrition guide be available? So let me let you know about the FAQ. So the FAQ for the 80-day obsession is FAQ 8020. So on there, it'll let you know about the nutrition guide and when that's going to come out. I would say from the 14th of December when this goes live, you're going to be able to see all of that. Definitely. So 8020. Funny that. 8020, huh? There's one to remember. So a week at a time, yeah, absolutely. So the workouts are going to be released a week at a time. Obviously, the idea is that we do them on the, as they get the release day by day. That's the plan. Let's have a look. What else have we got there? Energize heavy on caffeine and other stimulants. Diane, do you want to kind of pick this one up, Diana? Are you there, Diana? I'll get the FAQ for you. There we go. Somebody's asking with regards to Energize about the caffeine and the stimulants that are in it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. We'll get Mr. Right there. Yeah. So it's actually from the green tea. I've actually got the link. If you want, I will pop it into the group for Dr. Nima. He explains it so well. But the idea behind it is that it's taken from the green tea extract. So you've not got like a really high come up and then a really quick come down from it. It just seems to be like a really gradual sort of raise, and it keeps you there just for when you need it, and then it tails off. It's not like, I haven't used a pre-workout before, and when it was part of the program that we used for 80-day obsession, like, again, I was just really open-minded to do the stuff, but we ran out after a month because we were getting it shipped over from the US, and it was only then that I realised how good it was when I tried to do the workout without it. And that's another thing. It was like, when you set it up within like your day and you've got that half hour to say, right, you're going to prepare half an hour before you do the workout. Hopefully you've eaten a couple hours before that as well. You take the Energize half hour before it. And once you take that Energize, you ain't doing anything else but work out. So it's almost like you take it and you can go and prepare yourself, and you can go and get your TV ready, and you can clear the room and put the cats out and shut the windows or do whatever you want to do, but you're going to work out. So it's almost like, even if you're half thinking about not doing it, take the Energize, because it sets you up to make sure you go do a workout.
Amazing. Thanks, Diana. And I know, so funny. I've had calls with people where I've literally rung them out of the blue. And like, I think Eve Humphrey the other day, when I spoke to her, she went, I can't talk any longer. I've just taken a swig of Energize and I need to go work out. And she just had to hang up and go and work out. So I absolutely get it. It's an amazing product. So thanks guys for commenting in there. So we're going to make sure that you get all the videos with regards to Energize, all the information from Dr. Nima with regards to the performance range and recover. There'll be the 80-day obsession video interview with Autumn. If I can't crop it and take out the first 3.5 minutes where they're trying to figure out if the video is working or not, just fast forward and get to the bit where it is, and go and listen to Autumn talking about this. And remember that we've got this group here now. Once this video gets loaded into our UK coaches page, please just talk to each other about it. Ask the questions if you've got them. We've got a team of people that have done the 80-day obsession already. They're the people to ask and to really help support the UK on this launch. And you've got a fantastic opportunity here to do something big. And remember, give the gift of fitness now for Christmas. and kind of make someone's day. It's like it is. You're like giving somebody their life back. If it's they know that they need to do this next year, but they're kind of like holding off, then just find someone that they're related to and say, look, they want to do this next year. Why not get it for them for Christmas? So it's a fantastic opportunity. I'll make sure that pre-order form is in there as well. And guys, let's do it. Let's get this show on the road, get the most amazing transformation pictures here in the UK. And all of the leaflets and the prices and things will be up in the UK coaches as well. So you've got everything that you absolutely need. So thanks for jumping onto this call. Thanks for those of you that jumped on and came on at the later time. Really appreciate you coming on here. And I can't wait to let you know when we're actually booking. We should hopefully have the website open for you to be able to book your tickets for January. Remember, it'll be the best investment you make for your business for that whole year, and a great launch for next year. So thanks for turning up, guys, and I shall see you soon.